Hey followers, you're watching Shasta's Journey, and my name is Shasta Garcia. This show is all about my path to purpose, and along the way I get to meet so many incredible people with stories that could teach, heal, or inspire one of you, much like the guest who I have today. His name is Charles Duke, and like I always tell you guys, you can meet anybody and they can impact your life. And I actually met him while he was serving me ice cream, and believe it or not, he has many different roles as a follower of God. Like, he's a Christian comedian, a comic artist, I think that's how you say it, yeah, and a rapper. So we have so much in store for us today, and I'm super excited for you guys to hear his story about his path to purpose. And take it away, Charles.
Hello. I've been a Christian for about 19 years, and I used to rap before I met my wife, and when I met my wife, I gave my life to Christ because she was born as a Christian, born into it, and I saw what she had going on in her life, and I was just hungry for it. At that time, I didn't know Jesus, but I knew Jesus existed, but it's all about relationship. So I decided at that time, not just because she was my girlfriend, I wanted to get to know, what does she have? I like what she has, and her family acted a certain way, and they gelled so well, and they had faith, and they have kindness and compassion. And I've always been a compassionate person, but I never had the relationship of Christ. So at that point, I started going to her church, and I checked it out, and I enjoyed it so much, and I gave my life to Christ when I was 19 years old, just right out of high school, and life has been a roller coaster since then.
In other words, she was dating you before you were a Christian.
Yes.
I'm so proud of her because
yeah.
I wouldn't date anybody that doesn't have the same faith as me just because.
Oh, it didn't go that smooth. It didn't go that smooth. Basically, I was hanging out with her, and I was a mess. You know, we're all a mess in our walk, you know, but the wonderful thing is God says we're not a mess. Even though we're not worthy. But God tells us that we're worthy. And she took me in as, we started off as friends, and then as time went on, I started going to church, and I started getting better, and her parents just, they just loved me, and they brought me in as their own, and they were youth leaders throughout their life. They've been Christians for like 55 years, and and like I said, my wife was born into it, and I love the compassion that they showed towards me, and I was hungry for that because I didn't come from a really good background. You know, a lot of pain, a lot of struggles and all that, and that's where I used my humor to get stuff, and that's what attracted my wife to me, or I to her, is I made her laugh, and other than that, I wouldn't have had no hope. Nope.
Do you use a microphone when you perform?
Oh, I have to use a microphone.
Are you serious? Your voice is so loud. Like, I don't even know why you would need one.
Well, I know. My wife tells me it's loud all the time.
But it is. Yeah. I don't even think you need a microphone right now. I think you're good to go.
I use a microphone because I do a lot of voiceover. I do impersonations. I could do, so if you throw something at me, I can probably do it.
I was thinking of George Lopez for some reason. Can you do George Lopez?
I don't know. You know, George Lopez, that's all he does. But I'll tell you one thing, like, for instance, for my kids all the time, I used to call them, and I would act like SpongeBob or Scooby-Doo or Kermit the Frog, all that stuff.
Okay, show me one.
Okay, well, Kermit the Frog here. I'm here doing an interview with Shasta. or I could do SpongeBob. Gary, it's time for your bath, Gary. My favorite one to do is Scooby-Doo for my kids. Like when my dog accidentally pees in the house or something, I go, "Uh-oh, okay, Raggy." You know, so I do stuff like that, and I always used to call my wife and just do voices over the phone, like, you know, and she knows it's me, but I would call my son when he was really young, and I'd be like, "That would do, donkey." And he always thought I was Shrek. It's a true story. When I used to go to work, when my son was 1 year old, my wife would go to the TV and put on Shrek, and he would go to the TV and go, "Daddy, go bye-bye. Daddy, go bye-bye." So he always called me Shrek, and you know. But I draw cartoons. I do all that stuff. I love doing the voiceover. All my kids, that's all we do at the dinner table. We do voices and stuff. We don't hear voices because we're normal, but we just love doing voices. I have a passion for it. So
Well, you got some serious talent. What would you consider your passion to be?
My passion is to bring hope to people through Christ, because God has been so overwhelmingly blessed me in my life, and with my comedy and my music, my ability to do music and rap, and my drawing ability. So any opportunity I get, my biggest thing is to give hope and give compassion and shine light to people and let them know that they're loved, because a lot of people don't know they're loved. They just don't. And I know Jesus, and I'll put it out there. I love Jesus, and Jesus loves me, because the Bible tells me so.
How do you feel that you're using your gifts to impact the people around you?
Well, you know, when I do comedy on stage, and when I see people and they're laughing, and when people come up to me, this happened on one of my last gigs. A lady came up to me and says, "Oh, I need to talk to you." I thought she was going to tell me, "You're horrible. Don't ever come back." And you know, I'm prepared for that. You know, I was going to cry a little bit, but you know, what actually happened was a lady said, "My mom hasn't laughed in literally 2 years, and you brought joy to her, and you made her laugh." And that's the type of stuff. Freeing people and using my gifts, because it's not me, it's the gifts that God has given me. It's my I believe it's how can I say it? It's a duty to go out there and to perform and bless people with your gifts, because when you do that, you free people from bondage, to let them reflect on themselves and give them self-worth, and be like, well, maybe I have some gifts.
Exactly.
That's my mission.
It doesn't matter who they are or what age they are, but they can impact people.
You know, the bottom line about that, like you said, I heard you say right now. You said it doesn't matter who they are. Everyone matters in God's eyes. It doesn't matter if you're a CEO of a company or you're working at McDonald's.
It doesn't.
Or you're doing something. Everyone matters, and it's.
And they're still serving in some way, shape, or form.
Everyone is serving, and I love serving. I love serving God and just loving on people. So.
How has your faith influenced your life journey so far?
My faith has, because God has opened doors, and tremendous doors, and allowed me to use my gifts that I had to like minister to people. I have a real compassion for people. Just by using my talents, like through my art or my rap or making music or doing my comedy, it's allowed me through my faith, my relationship through Christ, to just open doors for me to be able to bless people and bless my family in the process, you know. And I met you, and I shared my faith with you, and you shared your faith with me at Rite Aid with the ice cream. I just name dropped right now, Rite Aid. But she was getting ice cream, and I started talking to her, and really impressed by your age. To be honest, you know, we talk about it's not important about age, but you know what? You got to give credit where credit's due, and what you're doing is very noble. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any secrets for making people laugh and telling the jokes that you tell? Just so I can be more funny, you know.
Oh, no. Any more secrets? Basically, I have a little thing where my youngest son. Can I share a quick joke that my youngest son said?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Here's one of my secrets, because my youngest son, Evan, I'm throwing his name out there.
It's all good.
He's my youngest. He looks like me, but he's blonde. It's hilarious. God has a sense of humor. He looks just like me, but he's blonde. He's like a little Mexican German. Because I'm a white-sican. I'm half white, half Mexican. But anyways, he tells me this joke one day, and he wants to work on jokes. So he says, "Dad, I got a joke for you, Daddy." And I said, "Okay, well, what is it?" And I'm thinking it's going to be something about, you know, poop or something. You know how kids are. And he goes, "So 2 cannibals are eating a clown, and one cannibal looks up and he says, 'Dad, does this guy taste funny?'" My youngest son said that. You get it? Because clowns? Sounds funny?
I didn't actually get that.
You don't get it?
No.
2 cannibals eating a clown? Anyways, my whole now you got it. Does this guy taste funny? You'll get it later when you're driving home. But anyways, my whole bottom line is I'm encouraging my son, because he sees Dad on stage. I'm encouraging him. You don't have to take my route, but if that is your gift, it's important to see someone and help them blossom in their gifts. So my thing when I'm on stage, you asked if I have any tricks. What I do is, if I make one person gut laugh out there, I've already succeeded. So it doesn't bother me, because I'm not there for them. I'm not there for my own thing. I'm using my gifts for God to make people happy and laugh. So if I can make one person laugh, that's my little trick. I focus on that one person. I just keep throwing jokes at them. And it always usually goes from there, and people are happy. So
without a doubt. Was there ever a moment in your life, which I'm pretty sure there was a moment, but was there a moment along your path to purpose where you just felt like, yes, this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yes. I would say when I first got married to my wife, this is before I was on stage. I've always had the gift. Because once God gives you a gift, he never takes it away. That's in the Bible. Once God gives you a gift, he'll never take it away. So my thing is, I've always been gifted at making people laugh. Like, people see me, and the, family members, friends, they're always like, Charles is here, oh man, he's funny. But that was before I was doing it for Christ. And having that, I remember one time I was walking with my wife. We just got married. We were walking downtown San Jose where we got married. And I remember walking by, and there was an open mic. And I didn't have any material or anything. I just knew I was funny. I was that confident in it. I thought it was just my own confidence. But basically, there was a fire burning there where I didn't see the big picture that God was going to eventually use it for his kingdom, for his glory. And I just wanted to get on that mic so bad, like really bad, like a hobo with a ham sandwich. I wanted to get on there. And I remember my wife telling me, she's like, no, not right now, not right now. And she's my wife, so I got to listen to her. You know, it's like, you know, so I waited, and it's all about God's timing. Down the road, when at the right timing, when God's timing was, when I started focusing on him and not my own, for my own joy to make people laugh, but to make people laugh for him, to bring joy, that's when God opened the doors. And then I started getting booked and doing comedy, and everything just started flowing. So,
do you have any jokes on the top of your head right now?
I don't tell jokes. I really don't. I tell funny stories.
Ha
You know?
That's what I thought.
Like, I will tell you this, though. Okay.
I probably won't get the joke, so you can tell me a
No,
story.
it's okay. It's okay. Well, my stories are jokes because that's where I am.
Perfect.
I have a mentor. Her name is Cecile Kaiser. She mentored me. She's been a Christian comedian for 27 years. I didn't mean to say the age out there, Cecile, if you're watching, so I apologize. But anyways, she told me, when I went to a comedy convention with her, and she told me, after I performed in front of everyone, she says, I was a little discouraged. They liked me, but they said, you know, keep writing, doing this. It's a learning experience. And what she told me on the way home, the best thing she ever told me, she says, Charles, I don't know if you know this, there's people that tell jokes and there's storytellers. You're a storyteller, and once you can be comfortable with that, God's going to open doors and it's just going to flow. And once I heard that, it's been about 6 years from there. It's just blossomed and done all that. So basically, I tell stories. So basically, I think about, you know, all the disciples walking with Jesus. It wouldn't have been fun playing games with Jesus, let's be real, because he's like the best at everything. Like basically hide and go seek. And he goes, my guys, I want everyone to go hide, and and there's always that one guy, like Peter or Paul, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll play, because they want to play, and he goes, you're behind the tree, before they're even behind the tree. Why? Because he knows already.
Yeah,
it's not fair, it's not fair, you know what I mean? You know, picking a number from 1 to 10, you wouldn't want to play that with Jesus. He'd be like 3, and I didn't even, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just tell funny, I tell funny stories like that, like I try and reflect on, like, what was it like then? Because I find the humor in everything. You know what I mean? I try and laugh at everything. So I just find funny stories, and then I put my spin on it. And that comes into my cartooning, too. Like
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Take it away, Shasta. You're supposed to say that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so how does your faith influence your comic artistic?
My faith does because when you're walking with God and everything, God usually puts stuff on your heart, and he gives you visions and, you know, thoughts and everything like that. And with my talent that he's given me to be able to draw, I do stuff like that. Like I'll just draw something out. That's what influences me, like certain gifts, you know, like that's just a certain gift that I can use to, like, when someone says something to me. Sorry about that, I just stuttered.
Nobody would have noticed, but now that you said it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Sound like 10-second Tom right there. I just repeated it. But I just use my faith for my cartooning like that, because when God talks to me, I don't even hesitate. I just start scribbling it out. So I guess I just move. I move when God moves, you know, with my talents. And everyone can do that, whatever it is that their talents are.
That's the best way to go. And you're a rapper.
I am a rapper.
Yeah. So let's have you belt out something.
Okay.
Maybe something about Shasta's journey and a path to a purpose.
Okay.
All right.
Right now?
Well, you know, whenever you feel comfortable, but I mean,
can do it right now.
Yeah, because then you can rap, and then we can talk about your rapping.
How long do you want me to rap, Shasta? About your journey.
However long
it could be a journey. I can keep going, or we can make it a quick journey. How about I just go and then I'll just do a little something for you?
Yeah,
okay?
that would be great.
My name is Charles Duke. I got something to say. I'm chilling on Shasta's show today. I got the people in the booth. They're really nice. I got to spice it up because my God is Christ. I love every day that I live on this earth. I love my Jesus because he died for my birth. And every time I'm going to say I'm going to chill on this couch, I got my pink shirt on, but I'm not a grouch. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
okay, so now we're going to do another one.
Okay.
I don't know, you can come up with something.
Okay.
And I'll beatbox for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Just because I want to embarrass myself
No,
now.
go for it. Go for
it. Okay.
And I'll come in. You go ahead and start. I'll come in.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Boom, ticka, 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 boom, boom, ticka, 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 boom,
Yeah.
ticka, ticka, boom,
Yeah.
ticka, 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 boom.
I'ma come like fire, I come with desire. I'ma do it crazy cause I serve my sire. I do it every day, I never delay. If you don't believe me, get out of my way. I'm praising every single day. I praise my Christ because he is the only way. Do you know the way to San Jose right? When I do it like this, cause my God is alright. My God is light, my God is bright. I'm gonna do it, Shasta's on the right. I look at the TV, but I'm not looking there. I'ma do it like this, you like my hair? I'ma do it every day. Nice beatbox, you're really trying, so I'm gonna stop. Anyway, I'm sorry. There you go.
I never realized how hard it is when, because like you're trying to listen to something.
I got you. I got you.
Man, makes me feel.
Do you want to hear me beatbox?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We rolling like lions. Rolling like lions. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. That's all I got right there.
Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Where can people hear you at?
They can hear me. I'm going to start putting some stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
But they can feel free to come to Word of Life Fellowship on a Sunday. I don't know. I usually have to set it up when I'm going to do something. But if someone says, "Hey, I want to come see you," I could just talk to my pastor and the music production and work something out. I'm working on music right now.
Okay.
As long as the same as my comedy and all that stuff, but I'm just trying to get it going. God's really moving on it, and I just want to keep moving for God in a positive manner. And I love life. I'm gonna be real with you. I owe everything to my wife Amanda, and I owe everything to my kids. Every time I mention them, I almost want to cry. I love them so much. They wanted to come today, but they would be so loud. I'm going to be real.
Just like their dad.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, stop eating the furniture. Stop it. Stop it. You know, that's just how it goes. But I love them so much. And like I said, at dinner table, we play I Spy. We play games all the time. We joke all the time.
Love to have dinner with your family. That'd
we
be
have
fun.
staring contests. My daughter Taylor's the
gosh, that would
champ.
suck.
I have twin girls. I have twin girls that are 10 years. They're going to be 10. Sorry, Kay and Tay.
Kay and Tay.
Yeah, I call them KK and Tay Tay.
KK Tay Tay.
It's Kaylee and Taylor, but they're going to be 10, and we play games all the time like that. My oldest son is like the coolest kid in the world, and I'm going to embarrass him right now. His name is Kobe David. He is my man. He's awesome.
This is the one that came to Calaveras Enterprise with you?
Yep. He's the man.
Little mini you, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, he's actually he's like his mama. Actually,
Really?
He's very sarcastic like me, and he's very witty, and he's good looking. So I don't know where he got that from. He was adopted. Just kidding.
Just like his mom.
I always tell him that. That's a running joke because all the other kids are blonde, and when I'm in public, I have a whole comedy routine. Like when I'm walking with my daughters, there's always someone that thinks I kidnapped my daughters or something, or I'm the nanny because they're blonde and I'm Mexican, and I'm like, what? What is going on here? And I got Evan, who's blonde, but he looks just like me. Evan is just like me, though. Everything just like me. Likes a good monster truck, you know, tractors and all that.
So how did your rapping come to be?
My rapping, to be honest with you, I don't know. I used to just, I'm a dancing machine.
Really? Oh my gosh, you need to teach me some before I go to prom.
Well,
I can't dance
No,
at
seriously, I am a dancing machine. That is my passion. Like at church sometimes, I don't even perform songs sometimes. I'm just so led with the Spirit that I talk to my pastor and the music people, and I say, hey, you know what, there's this one dance song. Have you ever heard this song? It's called We Will Dance for Your Glory. Mm-hmm. With that
really
beat.
Good song. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that beat comes on, I get all the kids up there, and we just start cutting the rug. And everyone, I even get old people up with broken hips and everything. It doesn't matter. It's okay, Jesus could heal it, you know. But I get up there, and I just love to dance. It's passion. Because David in the Bible, I'm sure people know this, but I like to share this with people. David in the Bible, he just danced in the street. He danced anywhere at the drop of a dime. And you know, when you could just do something like that and use your gifts for God at the drop of a dime, God shows favor. God shows honor. God blesses anything that you do.
He opens up so many doors that no man can shut.
And all my kids, we move all the couches out of the way. We put on the music, the Christian dance channel.
Heck yeah.
And we just cut a rug all day long. It's just, it's the best thing ever. It's, you know, it's the best exercise you can do, and it's healthy. It's good. It's good stuff.
Heck yeah. What do you want to be known for as a Christian comedian and a comic artist and a rapper? What is one thing that, I mean, maybe it's not even one thing, maybe it's a bunch of different things, but how do you want to leave your mark?
I want to leave my mark. I'll tell you right now, I want to, ambassador of Christ. Someone who never had it all together, but someone who always strived. When I strived to do what was right and to show love and show favor and show kindness. Jesus told us to go out and just love. That's what Jesus told us. That was his commandment to his disciples and to everyone he ever talked to. Go out and love. Because love is everything. It doesn't mean you have to, exactly. Wow, it's a sign, Lord.
It's a new sign. I just got it today.
That is pretty cool. You know what's kind of, you know, it looks like a chocolate bar though. You can't have chocolate around me.
Well, love is the most powerful force on earth.
It is. It is. It is. My kids, I tell my youngest son, and he jokes around. I go, I love you, Bubba. I love you. And he goes, I know, Daddy. I know. I know. And I said, dude, how many times I tell you I love you a day? And he goes, probably about 500 times. You can never say I love you enough. Because like, just because my lifestyle, the way it was growing up, where I didn't have that love and compassion in my life, God still had his hand on me before I even knew him. And he showed me favor and gave me this life that I have now. So it's a responsibility to have this opportunity. All these things that I have are not my doing. It's God's glory. So it's my personal responsibility to show love to people. You know, whether it's someone working at McDonald's, someone here, or at the gas station.
That's what I always say.
I don't take people. It doesn't mean you have to take people home. I'm not going to take some weirdo home. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to pray for them, you know, but it's a responsibility to love on people and give them hope. So I like to tell you, I am an entertainer of hope, not an entertainer of wealth, because I'm already rich. I'm not, it may sound like a cheesy after school special. I don't care, because my faith, I am rich, I am blessed. God has his hand on me. I'm anointed by God not because I'm worthy, it's because God says we're worthy.
Exactly.
If that makes any sense to you.
No, it totally does. Yeah. What are some challenges that you've came across throughout your path to purpose?
Challenges. I would have to say the challenges that I've always struggled with is we never think we're good enough. We fall and we don't pick ourselves up, and then we go a week or something, or you know, but here's the thing, God doesn't keep score, you know. So one of the challenges for me in the past, it's getting better now. I'm far from perfect.
Everybody is.
I tell my mom that, and she's so funny. She's been a Christian. She's like 73 years old. I'll be talking to her. I'll be like, and yeah, this is really important. I know I'm not perfect. And she's like, shocker, you know? You know, but it's true. I mean, but we have a tendency to say that because we hold ourselves up on a pedestal, and God's like, I don't want you on a pedestal. What I want you to do is try and right your wrongs. You know, try not to do that. Be true, stand true, and try not to do that. Sin no more. When Jesus healed people, when they dropped to his feet, did he ever say, hey, you know what, you need to stop. I'm going to check in with you in about a week. No, Jesus says, try not, sin no more. Don't do it. Sin no more. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. So the challenges for me is every day is getting up. We all have bad days. As I get up, my new slogan that I'm going to throw out to you is every day I wake up, I always say, daily bread, Lord. You're my daily bread. I just started saying that 3 days ago, literally 3 days ago. So I'm not trying to act like all profound and all that stuff. 3 days ago, I told my mother-in-law, and she's a wonderful lady. She's been a wonderful a woman of Christ for me in my life, and she taught me how to be a man, basically. Like, she told me, you know, the first time I ever shook here's a true story. First time I ever shook my mother-in-law's hand, I had my hat backwards, I had earrings on, I had a necklace. I thought it was all cool, baggy pants. And I go up to, and my wife, she was just a friend at the time. She goes, "Mom, this is Charles." And I go to shake her hand. I went like this. I go, "Hey, Gail, how you doing?" She goes like this. She crushes my hand. She goes, and I'm like, "Huh?" And she goes, "You shake my hand like a man, boy." And I went from 6'1" to like 5'4", to Hobbit size. So people in your life influence you, you know. And I'm a grateful person, you know. And it may look like I'm self-righteous. I'm not self-righteous. I'm a thankful, appreciative person, and I'm quick to just show nothing but love to someone and help someone.
I think you've worked really hard for what you want in life, and just serving God to the best of your abilities. And I really hope that people can see that. You
know, I was broken when I was younger. Broken. I remember crying before I met my wife. I remember this plain to this day. This is part of my testimony. I remember coming home from work. I was like a bagger at a grocery store. I'm sorry, courtesy clerk. And I remember coming home and dropping. I was renting a room from my dad in 10th grade, all the way up to my senior year for $350 from my dad. I'm not bashing him. Tough times. Yeah. When all the other kids had cars and everything, and I just always knew there was a better purpose out there in life. And I remember dropping on my knees one day, and I'm like, "If you exist out there, I know you exist. Help me out here. I'm broken. I'm broken right now. I don't know you, and I want to know you." And this is before I met my wife. And after that, I went to college. I met my wife, and I hung out with her family. And her dad led me to the Lord. And her dad had prostate cancer, and he had a stroke on one side. And that man still praised God every day and was quick to put his hand on me every day and say, "Yeah, I'm proud of you, Charlie. I'm proud of you. God has plans for you." And he would always do that, and he taught me how to be a man, you know. So I went through tough times, but I'll tell you one thing: I'm not where I am. My mother-in-law got me a bowl for cereal a long time ago. It broke. I was upset, and it said, "I'm not where I need to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be."
Amen to that.
And that's our walk. That's our walk in life.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, thank you so much, Charles, for being a part of Shasta's journey and, you know, playing your part along my path to purpose. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of my path to purpose. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you can go ahead and go to www.shastasjourney.com and go share your journey of faith with me, because I would love to hear it. It will teach, heal, or inspire me. I hope and pray that Charles Duke's story impacted you in some way, shape, or form. And stay funny, guys, right? Yeah. Have a blessed day, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye.